make your job easy.
And the winning streak keeps rolling here as West Coast Eagles notch 10 in a row now. And then they enter the bye with tremendous momentum. Welcome to another episode of Eagle Review, proudly sponsored by Kennards Hire. We are live-ish, I guess, in the Eagles locker room.
Good to be here.
Oh, it's excellent to be here. Bennie Roberts by my side, as always. And what a terrific night for the footy club.
Absolutely, a big occasion for a lot of reasons. And Indigenous round, so Doug Nichols round is obviously a big occasion. A lot of great Indigenous players, not only our club but across the AFL, and our guys and our club were very, very keen to put on a good performance. And also on a sadder note, the club lost a club stalwart and Trevor Perriam in the recent week, and the thoughts are with the Perriam family, but certainly had a big reason to put in a good performance tonight.
Been here since '95, Trev, so our condolences, absolutely. But what an unbelievable game. It was 5 straight out of the barrel in the first quarter. The boys seemingly well and truly in control of the game, and then all of a sudden the Saints just started piling them on late. A few nervous moments, but the clock ultimately the enemy of the Saints.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all night the Saints, we couldn't quite put them away, but they couldn't quite keep up. And until the end, they probably didn't threaten, but in that last quarter, they really turned it on. And if you look at some of the numbers early to late, you can certainly see why. Early on, our scoring efficiency inside early, we were up 52%, 14 shots from 27 inside 50s. St Kilda 8 from 23, so we were on top and scoring. We dominated the time in forward half up to three-quarter time, 60%. But in the final term, when it turned around, let's have a look at some of those numbers, just 33% in our forward half. And one of the big ones for me, St Kilda only had 2 marks inside the forward 50 to three-quarter time, had 4 in the last quarter, so had all the ball in their half and scored. Membry couldn't miss. It's been story this year, his woes with kicking. But tonight, he's absolutely crushed it. 5 straight in the end. Unbelievable effort. And, geez, they gave us a scare.
It was a late change. Luke Shuey brought out of the lineup, was initially prepared to come back from his hamstring injury, but they just erred on the side of caution with the break approaching. Dommy Sheed came in, so that was all those news stories, conjecture about Dommy Sheed a bit stiff, but he played in the end. And let's hope Luke Shuey can find his form immediately once he's back.
Well, he's got the bye now, so they'll train next weekend. They've got the weekend off, but the boys have 4 days off now. They get to freshen up mentally and physically. Come back, they'll train Thursday, lightish session. Welcome back, boys. Saturday, they'll have a big session. There's no game, obviously. And that's the session that Luke, guys like Liam Ryan as well, will really push hard to look to come back the following week. So look for them to have a big session next Saturday.
Massive weight on the scan results of Jack Darling. His right ankle just curling up underneath itself, just heart-wrenching stuff for the big fella. He looked in pain, and he's a tough man, so you know it would have hurt a ton. Tried to warm up, come back out, but no dice, so he's got a bit of time to recover. But JK ultimately stepping up as the champion he is, and we know he can do, and filled the void magnificently on the evening.
It's funny to say that you sort of forgot. No, you didn't forget. Some might have forgotten what Jack can do, what Josh can do, sorry. And Jack dominating early part of the year, he's been the main talking point. But when Jack went down, Josh stepped up and reminded us, oh, hang on. I'm the 2-time Commonwealth medalist, and look what I'm going to do to this game. He kicked 5 or 6 goals in the end.
They were sending 2 back on him as well, it must be said, when Darling went off. So they were well and truly aware he was the focal point, and he was it for a bit.
And his presence when he didn't have the ball was probably almost bigger. His tackling was huge tonight and led to other goals from other guys as well. So it was a phenomenal effort, and he's certainly earned his break.
What about this stat, though? He's 16 times he's kicked a bag of 6 or more. Since 2013, he's the leading player of the AFL to do it, but he's second.
And he had 11, so he's well clear of the pack.
Correct.
Certainly knows how to kick a big bag, and as we've said, a 2-time Commonwealth medalist, so a good way to go into the bye for him.
Did he get the 3 votes? Who else stepped up? Who else played their role tonight in capturing the 4 points?
Well, I thought clearly Josh was the difference, and he probably gets the 3. But I thought Gaffey was tireless. I thought Bunga was pretty good down back.
Archie stepped up in his moments.
He was good, yep, lively for sure, and as his fitness builds, you'll see him come into it more and more. And I actually thought Dommy Sheed was pretty good coming in late as well in the middle, did his job, had a bit of the footy. So
Scott Lycett made impacts all across the ground. It really was a collective effort outside of that.
And that's been the key, I guess, to the Eagles' success so far, and long may it continue.
TB was just intercepting a ton in the first quarter. He was an absolute brick wall down there, but one of the attempts, he's gone up with one-hander. That would have been a car for sure.
That's the car. That's one of the great... You only get a couple of chances to go for a car in your career.
And him, he doesn't get many. He does not get many.
Unless you're Jeremy Howe and you do one every week.
Correct.
You don't get that many chances, and that was one of his. So he'll be thinking about that over the break.
It's time for the Kennards roast of the round on the road. Bennie Roberts, kick us off with the toss. What happened out there?
Funny scenes. I was watching the toss, and we had Jeddah, Archie and Rioli, our 3 Indigenous boys, in the centre doing the toss, being an Indigenous round. Toss goes up, we win. Jetty goes bang, river round, thanks. And
just
then,
hero shot that
yeah,
one.
straight away.
I'll call it.
J.R. Smith here just panicking. And then Brendan and Willie are like, hey, whoa, no.
You're not captain of this
There's
toss.
a 10-goal breeze. We're going the other way. So, interesting start.
Not bad. Hey, what do you think of the warm-up room cameras down here when Jack's warming up? That's a terrific shot. If that could be our buddy trainer on the bike there, I can't tell. Fair net in the way, that one. The Gov switch here, let's talk about that. This is just a comedy of errors. The umpire doing their best to get in the way for a bit of a switch, and then Weller spray as well. That's a bit of a trifecta of mares, that one.
We love a falcon on the review. Nick, it doesn't get too many falcons. Funny that, but anyway, let's love it. We'll throw it in there.
Yeah, what about Mark Lacroix with the old Mortal Kombat leg sweep? Did his best to take out old Bailey Rice. Jeez, that would have hurt an absolute ton. We've roasted cheer squads in the past, Benny, about spelling, but we've got to hit one of our own.
Exactly. We're not going to... No bias here. We'll go in when it's due. We'll raise the concerns, and that is certainly not how you spell Kennedy, so have a think about that over the bike.
That's a shocker, unfortunately. We're going to go around the grounds very quickly now. Jason Johannesson, when you're doing the little 1 metre handball give-off to a teammate, make sure he's looking, because Suckling had no idea what was going on there. Hey, this Viney tackle, geez, that was hard. Oh, he hit McLean high. Wouldn't mind seeing the replay there. What is going on? I can't see what on earth is happening there. Same crew, I think, was doing the Tassie game. That's in all sorts as well. But the deliberate tap over the line while we're in Tassie, Benny, this is an absolute shocker.
Cool, Howard. Now,
cracking name.
You know that it is a good name, but this is not a good effort on his part.
Oh, God, no.
Defenders know how to pretend to try and keep it in play and pretend to rush it, not deliberately giving away free kicks. I think I know what I'm trying to say here. That is not his best effort. He's got a lift in that department.
Shocker.
But the winner?
The winner, Friday night footy, Ben Roberts. Haven't heard scenes like that in a while, the SCG.
No.
Now, you're playing Carlton, and the community and the fans alike think it's going to be a bit of a walkover, but maybe a bit presumptuous to be playing the song 5 minutes into the game.
Always there in defence, Heath Grundy. Game 248, so he's also heading for game 250 as well. Boy, they've let the song go already here at the SCG. It's a touch early, given it's the 6-minute mark of the first quarter here, and Carlton lead it by 7 points.
I reckon that's a little bit arrogant. Early, and Jesus, it's not a good look. But what, did someone lean on the button or something like that?
Just someone said, I wouldn't mind hearing it twice.
No, good on you. That's fine. Clearly, the people have enjoyed the show tonight. We had a full house when we started, and we've stunk it up.
Literally.
Maybe a roast for ourselves.
Yeah, we win.
Enjoy the bye.